All right. Gotta add one more little thingamajig to my scoreboard here, guys. You guys are gonna like this. For realsies. For realsies. Just gotta fix one thing here, and then we can pop off with this stream, though. I see my notifications went out. It's awesome. Man, it really makes me feel good when the notifs go out when they're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Makes me feel damn good when I see the notifs go out. So yeah, that's right. The people are gonna be able to watch me stream. Hell yeah. Oh hell yeah, buddy. It's lit. Okay. I think we're trying to line up these helmets. That's good. All right. But you guys are gonna notice one thing. There's a lot of crimson. A whole lot of crimson. Okay, let's add one more little thingamajig. Perfect. And then we just, whoop, the hell? Didn't want to do that. Think you're doing? There we go. I'll put it right off to the side here. There we go. Hopefully it looks good. Doing things a little differently on the scoreboard this year, guys. Oh yeah, there we go. Ha, look at that. I got a candy cane, if in case you're wondering why my tongue looks green. Freaking green candy cane. All right, we're finally ready to go. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with some college football playoff action. So ready that time of year. As tonight, we kick off the 2026 college football playoff first round with a rematch from just a few weeks ago. As the Crimson Tide of Alabama traveled to Norman, Oklahoma to face the Oklahoma Sooners. Alabama comes in at 10-3. Oklahoma is 10-2. Both teams are led by pretty good quarterbacks. Of course, Ty Simpson for Alabama, and then John Mateer coming over from Wazoo. He leads the Sooners into action. On the ground, it'll be Tory Blaylock for Oklahoma against Jam Miller. Although I don't know if Miller plays much, but Daniel Hill is also another guy to keep an eye on. At receiver, of course, Jeremy Bernard leads the way for Alabama. 762 receiving yards, 57 receptions, only 7 touchdowns. Sategna III for Oklahoma, 948 receiving yards, 65 receptions, 7 touchdowns. Pierre leads the way for Alabama in sacks with 6. R. Mason Thomas leads the Sooners with 6.5. Kip Lewis has 72 tackles for the Sooners, and Jefferson has 60. Oh my God, 6'7", 67 at linebacker for the Tide. Again, these two teams faced off just over a month ago in Tuscaloosa as the Sooners won that game 23-21. Since that game, Alabama went 2-1, beating Eastern Illinois and Auburn, and then losing to Georgia in the ACC title game. Oklahoma, since beating Alabama, well, they went 2-0. They beat Missouri and they beat LSU. They had some very close games, though. Of course, the quarterbacks, the coaches, Kalen DeBoer for the Tide, and Brent Venables for the Sooners. As here comes the Sooners with that schooner, the horse-drawn buggy, the carriage thing, you know, that they always be running out on. Never forget the one time where that thing actually tipped over. That's tough. Looks like a beautiful night in the plains. Tornado Alley, I guess you could say. For us, Oklahoma has made it to the CFP a couple other times when Lincoln Riley was the coach, and they had Baker and Jalen Hurts, and I don't know if I think Kyler made it one time too. I think it was. Let me actually take a look here. Obviously Alabama. You know, they made it a few years ago. I streamed their game against the team up north where they lost. And then, of course, we all saw what happened afterwards, right? Nick Saban retired, Caleb Downs and Julian Sayin both transferred to Ohio State, and a few other things also happened as well. As they're launching fireworks and such. All right. Of course, this is Alabama's and Oklahoma's first trip to the CFP in the 12-team era. This honestly might be the last year of the 12-team era, or maybe one more year after this, because then they're talking about expanding it further. We're going to end up with like a 24-team tournament before we know it. They're just going to remove conference title games, and they're just going to have it all be. They're all going to have it be, you know, CFP and stuff. So they're talking about John Mateer. Oh no, I'm sorry. Who was that? That wasn't Mateer. Someone, I guess, had hurt himself. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. So Alabama, they've made it 9 times. They've they've made it to the championship. They've won 3 of them, of course. They made it to their game 6 times. Semifinal, 8 times semifinalists, and then of course, yeah. See if they can get to the quarterfinal. Winner of this game faces Indiana in the Rose Bowl. Well, I see what that is. It's their one of their lion or one of the oh I see, okay. One of their tight ends, I guess, hurt himself. Cuevas for Alabama. Alabama. Wow. Oklahoma, obviously they've made it a few times, mainly when it was a 14 playoff. This is their 5th trip to the CFP. See how this one goes. They've never made it out of the first round. So it looks like the Sooners will receive the kick this game off. Satania return to receive. Oh, I didn't even realize the freaking why did my scoreboard not update? Oh, is that I know that's why. Hang on, I gotta fix my scoreboard, guys. Hang on. Hang on, I just realized it says Ohio State on top. Pixlr is so easy. So here's Oklahoma. Oklahoma. I don't know why it didn't. I don't know. I tried to edit my scoreboard and I ended up. It must have not saved. Okay, let's get the team that is actually. We lost the ball briefly. I believe his knee was down. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Hang on, guys. Oh, this stupid website. That's the way that these sites are now. Had to edit my freaking scoreboard just one too many times because, of course, I'm a dingus and I didn't realize that I botched the thing here. Oh, there's a run for a first down. So I gotta. There we are. There we go. There we go. Okay. Hang on. This is what I gotta do to fix my damn scoreboard. There we go. All right. I've been meaning to, make it to where I could just unlimited save so I don't have to worry about this piece of crap anymore. All right. I think we're. Okay, now we're set. All right. As we're already a few plays in. Sorry guys, I had to fix my scoreboard and of course, I'm trying to. Thank God I got some extra funds today. Got some good funds. Christmas shopping can be so tough sometimes. But we got it. We locked in. So it's 3rd and 10 for Mateer and company. Offensive coordinator is yelling into the microphone. Back to pass. Mateer dumps it off to nobody. And that's where the drive will fizzle out. Okay. That's where the drive fizzles out. He had some guys, but the intended target just kind of fell off. There's Keon Keeley. Buckeye fans have been talking about him possibly transferring for a couple years now. It's not going to happen. Just okay, I guess. All right, here's the punt. Pretty good one. And Bama will fair catch it, and we're going to see Ty Simpson for the first time tonight. In fact, this is the first time on this channel I think we're going to see Ty Simpson. Because I have never streamed a Bama game on here. And I'll be live tomorrow, of course, for A&M in Miami. And then I'll be live tomorrow night for Oregon and James Madison. People are like, why would you stream that game? Because I want to. If I can. Green tongue. What happened? I had a freaking candy cane. It was a green candy cane. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, if you were just joining in, you're like, what happened to the scoreboard? I had to fix the size of Oklahoma's helmet, and for some reason it didn't register that I changed the name of Alabama and stuff. It still said Ohio State from a weeks ago. So yeah, we're officially underway with the 2026 College football playoff first round. Winner of this game faces Indiana in the Rose Bowl. "21 touchdowns, 1 pick in the first 9, but he's had 5 and 4 the last 4 games. So yeah, the interceptions have started to creep up on him a bit. He's still throwing a crap ton of touchdowns though. All right, so here's Ty Simpson deep in their own territory at their own 12-yard line. Shotgun, running back to the right. And they're going to hand it off, get swallowed up, maybe a yard. Maybe got a yard. Seems to be the number. There's Ryan Grubb, the OC, and Brent Venables, the head coach of Oklahoma. Grubb, of course, the OC of Alabama, former Washington Husky, came with DeBoer to Alabama. Empty backfield for Simpson. By action. That's a dangerous pass. That's Horton. Third down. Dangerous pass because that thing could have easily been jumped and it would have been a house call. So they get to the 17. Shotgun running back to the left. Pretty funky defensive formation. 3 rushers on the top, 1 on the bottom. They stack on the one side. Throws and it's incomplete. All right, number 4 juiced up. The freaking mouthpiece is dangling as he's like. Can only imagine the language he's using. It reminds me of Davison, man, on the Buckeyes. Whenever Davison makes a play, he's always like, "Oh, it's my yeah." So nothing happens on either team's first drive. And it's a shorter kind of punt. Just about the 42. That's where the Sooners take over. This is the first Oklahoma game I've streamed. If I streamed any Oklahoma games way back when. I don't think I did. I know I didn't stream that Georgia Oklahoma banger from 2018. I don't think I might have streamed the one against Alabama with Kyler Murray when he was starting there. I think it was Kyler or Jalen, one of those two when they played in that game. But yeah, Oklahoma has never won a CFP game. That again was 4-team playoff. See if they can get it done here. And let me say, if they get it done tonight and they bounce Bama, the first thing you're going to hear is from a team up north. The team up north saying, We got Kalen DeBoer. No, you don't. Shut up. And yes, I am aware that the Cavs are playing tonight. I'm just not going to think about the Cavs because they're going to piss me off. Because that's what they love to do lately. So there's the last few games for Nick Saban. Oh yeah, they beat Oklahoma back. What was that? 2019. There's Kyler Murray, the QB in 20 from 2016 to 18. Of course, he was then followed up by Jalen Hurts. Wow, Barry Switzer and Bob Stoops. And then they went from Bob Stoops to Brent Venables. No, to Lincoln Riley. And then Lincoln slithered away to go to USC. And then they hired Brent Venables. First, the Cavs are losing 46-44. Hard to kill. Okay. All right, then. All right. Sooners running up to the line. Here's a pitch. Gets about 2. That was Hill Green, former Colorado Buffalo, making the tackle. Seems like every play he makes, Buffs fans go, man, come on, why did he have to leave? Because that team is unserious. 2nd and 8. Mateer looks over to the sideline, adjusting the play call. Snap. Back to pass. Throws. Oh, nice catch. First down. Got him in space. Yeah, that corner, they cast him off and nobody was really around. And still a great throw to Mateer, from Mateer. Look at this. Was like, throwing darts out here. All right. Shotgun again from Mateer. Back to pass. Throws. What the heck? His throwing motion is so like wonky. It's like he's like flips it. Trying to see it. He goes, oh. It's just the way I've never seen. I usually go, yeah. He goes, it's like that's an interesting motion. I think it's just because I'm watching it from this angle. He's gonna run with it. And oh, he's the space he's got. First down, inside the 25. Oklahoma. What's up, Daniel? All right. 13 points for Garland. Hey, I love to see that. 5 of 12 from the field. Bench is cooking tonight, though. That's good. Here's a handoff that gets swallowed up for really no gain. That's a ginormous buzzkill. Don't you just hate when that happens? You know, you get a big first down, your drive's going, and it's like, poof. Wow. Cavs started on an 11-0 run, and the Bulls responded with a 13-2 run of their own. 6-point possession due to a flagrant foul on Jalen Tyson. Classic. Reese Proctor starting tonight? That's interesting. Mateer throws it to nobody. And third down. This is looking a lot like another drive that could sputter. Oklahoma cannot afford to just be mid around this time. They got to take over and get some 6 points down here, man. Tennessee fans think they're getting Chaz Coleman because of Jim Knowles. If anything, Chaz is going to avoid Tennessee because of Jim Knowles. Dumps it off. Oh, he's got a guy in space. Makes the guy miss. Around the corner, in near the end zone, about to the 5. That's Robinson. What a play. Got him on a slant. Yeah. Nobody really followed him. Shakes one defender. Gets around the corner. If only he was able to just keep his balance, he would have been able to get in the end zone. Just couldn't quite tightrope the sideline. First and goal. Shotgun, Mateer. Gonna run it himself. Pops inside, outside, and he'll get in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. He little zig and a zag and a up and a down and a wow. John Mateer with the elite with the Kyler Murray level elusiveness. Shakes some. He probably could have taken that dude's ankles if he tried to tackle him. He froze him though with that little juke move. Little kick is up and good, and it's 7-0 Sooners. Damn. That's the one thing I think Mateer really has is his elusiveness. Ball has scored 6 points one time in December. Maurice had 6 points in 2 minutes. You know, I like Lonzo, but I kind of wish we would have not done that trade. There was better options than Lonzo, but it is what it is. Uh, but now it's time to see how Bama responds. Because let me say, if Oklahoma goes out here and they put up a 3-and-out on defense and they get the ball back, they have a chance to really put Bama behind the 8 ball again. Man, this dude freaking was. Mateer was over here. Had me even fumbling my words trying to keep up with him. Had me stumbling. And I'm calling the game. Just imagine what those defenders were thinking. They're thinking, I got you. No, you don't. That's psych. Dummy. You never had me. But yeah, I'm looking at these two teams. Who would stand the best chance against Indiana? Listen, I think they both would stand a good chance. Right? I think they both would stand a really good chance. The thing is, though, with Oklahoma, they have a good defense, good running game, decent receiving core, great quarterback, as we just saw. But man, dude, if Bama gets into that second round, I mean, the weapons at Alabama are top notch. Just so weird seeing Brent Venables not with Clemson. I mean, he hasn't been at Clemson in how many years now? 4? Something like that. He's been at Oklahoma for a while already. I remember on Twitter, because I used to follow quite a few Oklahoma fans on my old Twitter account that got suspended. They were juiced up about Brent Venables possibly going there. And when they heard that it was happening, oh, you know, they were loving it. They were buzzing. So here's the return by Bama and taken down around the, what is it, the 14-yard line. Man, if Oklahoma puts up a 3-and-out right here on defense, things about to get scary. R. Mason Thomas, named first team All SEC, number 6 linebacker prospect in the upcoming draft. All right. Shotgun. Bernard lined up in the backfield. He goes out wide left. Simpson, pressure coming, and he's going down. Lewis with the sack. Unblocked. Had a free lane right to the quarterback. And Simpson didn't even see him coming. Yeah, they didn't even think about Lewis coming off the edge. Kip, kip. All right. There's the OU band and their cheerleaders. Okay. 2nd and 18. Shotgun for Simpson. Back to pass. Throws, and it's caught. That's the tight end. Gets pretty much back to where they might have originally been. 3rd down. 4:34 to go here in the first. Remember last year, Indiana Notre Dame? That game just kind of got out of hand after a while. This game is probably going to be good all the way around. So yeah, they did get back to the original line where this drive started before the sack. Oklahoma trying to sort themselves out on defense here. Get lined up correctly. And now Alabama's going to switch something up. And we got timeout, Alabama, just before the clock hit 0. They almost got nabbed with a delay of game. Wow. Glad they're starting the playoffs off with this game instead of Oregon and James Madison. A lot of people, though, are kind of, heaved that the night game tomorrow isn't A&M and Miami. I understand. We could have had the Ole Miss game started off. Of course, I'll be streaming Miami and A&M tomorrow. Obviously, because that's who we play as the Buckeyes, right? I'll be live for that one tomorrow. That'll be fun. Really looking forward to that one. I'm really looking forward to that one. Oregon and James Madison, I think, could be a good game. Possibly. That game is going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be a good game that Oregon wins by a touchdown or so, or it's just going to be all Oregon all game. It's going to be like what the Kennesaw State game was earlier today. After one quarter, it's like 28-0 Oregon. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Evan Stewart downgraded to doubtful. Third and 10, 4 minutes to go in the first. I'm not running up to the line. Movement up front by Oklahoma. A lot of shifting around. There's the pass. Clean pocket. Pressure. Get out of the end zone, you bum. And you throw. Incomplete. Dude was hanging out in the end zone for an awfully long time. The worst thing is if you were in the end zone and a holding happens, it's a safety. It's Simpson. So you see he's going over to the bench, being like, we got this. We're good. Don't worry. Yeah, until Oklahoma goes down and scores again. All right, here's the. I almost blocked it. Holy crap. Be careful there, buddy. Oh, and he could have. Oh, horrible punt, though. He almost blocked that ish, bruh. So close. He probably could feel the buggle. But off his hand. The breeze off his hand. How close was that? Oh, so close to that, man. Damn. 38 was that close to blocking it. Heineke, that would have been a walk-in touchdown or, if anything, a safety. Or it would have been points in some form. Oklahoma gets the ball inside Bama territory. Napier throws, gets it to that's the tight end, I believe. Is that Kanik or something? No, who is? I don't even know who that. Again, I don't watch Oklahoma, so I don't know these players. Second and 2. Wow, Oklahoma brought out the laser show today. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Hands it off and he'll get the first down. He'll get it to the 35. This is a perfect opportunity for Oklahoma right here. You go up 2 touchdowns on Bama, then you can just send the hounds, pin your ears back, and attack Simpson and them. Shotgun for Mateer. 2:37 and counting. Hands it off. He just Superman dives ahead for about 5 yards. My dude is trying to go flying like Superman. Like he's diving out of a window of a building that's about to explode. All right, 2:13 and counting here in the first quarter. Second and 4. Bama could be in trouble if they go down by multiple possessions. Bama's average starting field position own 13. Oklahoma's own 41. Here's a pitch again. But there's a lot of traffic, and he'll still get about 3 yards. 2, 3 yards. And there's a flag down afterwards. Lewis might have gotten docked for it with a penalty here. That's what the broadcast is saying. Ah, damn. Backs him up 15 yards after the play. Yep, he has his first unsportsmanlike. One more, and he's out of here. Let's see what he did. Oh, he just pushed down dude. Yeah, he pushed dude down right after the play was pretty much over. Venables is like, come on, man. All right. Come on, Eddie. Do it. Damn. There's no reason to be doing that. Bama's crowding the line. That puts him all the way back just inside the 45-yard line. Dumps it off and shakes off a defender. Still shaking dudes off. Okay, he'll get it past the 25 or 35, but the 32. So here's Tate Sandell, 15 of 16 from 40 plus. He's the one with the short shorts, isn't he? Yeah. Pick this up, and that's not. It's good. I thought that was going to be way off, but no, he hit it. It's weird. I don't usually see a lefty kicker too often. And nothing, Oklahoma. Probably could have had a touchdown, but, Pierre Lewis being. But you can't do that stuff in these games, man. You got to keep a level head. I'm excited to see what Autzen is like tomorrow. And Kyle Field, of course. Right? Kyle Field should be a buzzing environment tomorrow. Even though it's at noon, but still. Oh, Cavs down 11 at halftime. Such an unserious ass team, I tell you. Unserious team. And here's the kick going to Bama. Short of the end zone, fair caught. Okay, Alabama, you're down 10-0. What you got? Got an answer? Oh, at noon, the U and A&M, followed by Ole Miss and Tulane at 3:30, and then the night game tomorrow night, Oregon and James Madison. I know, I saw it. I know. Cavs losing because they stink. And there's a run by Jam Miller, gets carried by an offensive lineman past the 30. There's Brailsford. DG will record a 35-point double-double, and we will still lose. That's the Cavs. Look at last night, or 2 nights ago. Wow. Cavs are just trash right now. They gotta. It's mainly on defense. It's mainly defense. Here's the handoff and got tripped up, maybe a yard. As Geary. And that'll do it for the first quarter. All right. So, second quarter coming up. Oklahoma up 10-0. I'll be right back, guys. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, not again. Mm, man. Ah, all right, we're good, guys. If you're wondering what I was doing just now, why I had to turn my camera off, I have to take a pill every day because cholesterol has been a problem in my family. Yeah, but we're good. I just don't want to have me on video taking drugs. I don't think YouTube likes that very much. So I turn off my camera, whatever, whenever I take my pill. A pill to swallow. No, that's my calves are trash pill, because that's a tough pill to swallow. Letters. Trash. It's 5 letters, one word. Trash. Good gracious. Gracious, man. But there's a look at Gaylord Family Memorial Stadium, soon to be receiving some renovations over the next couple years or so. That's one thing I've noticed with Ohio State too. Any college stadium, they don't build new stadiums, except for like Northwestern, because their stadium is practically a high school stadium. But yeah, for the most part, they just renovate. Yep. Back to pass. Simpson pressured. Oh, incomplete. Like there's stadiums like Tuscaloosa. I think Gaylord Family too, especially like Tuscaloosa. That stadium, that footprint has been there since the team was established. They just build around it and renovate. That's what they do. Ohio State, that stadium's been around over 100 years. Not much has changed. 4th and 3, and here comes the punt. That one's a cleaner punt this time. Again, short, hilariously short punt. Barely gets it past the 40, and that's about it. Never forget, I believe it was Bama's kicker that was getting ridiculed by everybody because he kept missing kicks. Yeah, see, he's talking to Pierre Lewis right there, putting him through the ringer. Come on, man. You got to keep your damn head on your shoulders, man. Come on. O-line coach, I'm guessing, or is that his other coaches is really just stick like, hey, man, because I mean, this is the playoff, man. He can't be doing that stuff, especially because they need him. One more like that, and he's out of there. Mateer, Throws. Oh, broken up. That's Jones. That was a borderline. That could have been a borderline penalty. Look, just got in there at the right time. He was lucky he was playing the ball. He practically had his other arm around the dude's shoulder, like, "What's up, buddy?" I can't. Gotta be careful doing that. 2nd and 10. Mateer in the gun, and they're gonna hand it off for about 2. All right, 3rd and 8. 14-18 to go here in the half. 3rd down on November 15th. Oklahoma was 3 for 13. They're 3 for 5 already tonight. Shotgun for Mateer. Bama's crowding the line. This is, they're semi-bluffing. Mateer throws, and is that caught? Refs converge. They say caught. He did a little toe tap challenge there. Let's see here. Tightrope throw. Oh. 10. Pose down challenge. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's toe tap challenge right there. Toe tap. They're probably going to look at it, though. That looked like it was toe tap city. It's full extension, out of bounds on his tippy toes. Let's see. Where is his foot at when he catches it? It's mainly about him maintaining possession. If it survives the ground, it's a catch. That's, I think, what they're really looking at. It's close, regardless. Ruling of a catch is upheld. Damn. Burks. Oh, okay. Wow. 1st and 10. Here's a fake pitch. Loading up. Throws. And it's caught again. 1st down. Burks again. Cavs down 14. They freaking hate that team. They suck. Oh, they're going to hand it off. Loss of like 3. Oh, the Cavs are ass, dude. Holy crap. It's mainly the defense that's the problem. 6 for 23 from 3. So the gimmick of never just stop chucking up threes is never going to go away. Of course, the Bulls are 12 of 27 from 3 as well. Wow. 16 for Garland. Nobody else on the starting lineup's doing anything. Allen has no points. Here's a dump off pass. Shook off a few defenders. Damn. Lonzo Ball has 7 points. Wow. Wow. 3 for 4 from the field. Whoa. This Cavs team is so trash. I just don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. They just don't believe in defense, apparently, now. 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Mateer looking, throws, caught. Inside the 10. Dude, Oklahoma's going to score again, dude. Dude, I'm not a Bama fan. Ew. Don't associate me with that garbage ass fan base. Hell no. You dare assume I'm a Bama fan? Nah. Rooting for no garbage ass Alabama? Hell nah. No. Back to pass. Throws wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Uh-oh, Bama is in trouble. Damn, Bama, you're getting smoked by Oklahoma. The lights are too bright. The lights are too bright. Can't focus. Wow. This is a bigger beatdown This is a bigger beatdown than what we did to Tennessee. Damn. It's up and good. 17-0 Oklahoma. Kalen DeBoer is thinking about going elsewhere. That's why this is happening like this. Hmm? It's only the first half. That's some straight trash. Besides DG. That's why I'm just not going to stream them for a while. Because they suck. That's why. Cavs are ass. Doesn't really help that half their freaking roster is freaking injured. Team sucks. They don't play defense for some reason. They're going to be at 500 in no time. Possibly even under 500. I had to fix my scoreboard one more time. Let me make sure that everything else is fine. Okay, everything else is good. Perfect. This is the most I think I've ever had to edit my scoreboard because I just noticed like little things that are wrong about it. All right, we're good now. Okay. But I'm not even close to a Bama fan, obviously. Yeah, right. First and 10 for the Tide. Back to pass. Pressure. He rolls to the left. Throws. Oh, bad pass. Incomplete. Trying to go to Ryan Williams. Oh, here's a quick throw. And that's only a gain of about 5. That's Brooks. Shotgun for Simpson. Bernard motions out wide. Back to pass. Pressure. And what a catch. Oh, damn, nice catch. That's Brooks again. Yeah, just beats the safety. Mm, wow. Shotgun for Simpson. Dude on the bottom for Oklahoma's offsides, but nobody notices. Back to pass. Pressure. He's going to toss it away out of. Oh, watch out. Didn't even go out of bounds. That could have been picked. Dude for Oklahoma was lucky. He was so lucky that ref wasn't really paying attention. Bernard out wide. Shotgun Simpson. Back to pass. Throws wide open. That's a big tight end. Cuevas. All alone. Big time first down. Okay. Cavs have cut it down to 8. You know how the Cavs are. They're going to get it done within like 5 or so, and then that's when we'll find out about that team. For sure. Shotgun empty backfield for Simpson. Back to pass. Good protection and ooh, incomplete. Trying to go back to Cuevas. Alabama has turned into a finesse team. They don't have the junkyard dogs up front like typical Bama. That's a good way to put it. Shotgun for Simpson. Inside the 20. Here's a handoff. Good blocking. Gets inside the 15. Yeah, if you're Bama, you must score here, obviously. Because if you don't, and then Oklahoma. Whoa. Whoa. Did that just come out of my mouth? Hey, yo. Oopsies. I'm sure someone probably caught that. Wow. Oklahoma can go down and score and almost bury Bama. Wow. I'm not going to repeat what I probably just said, but yeah. Um, it's about 2 yards shy of the first down. It'll be fourth down. So it looks like they're going to settle for a field goal here, most likely. You know, if Bama gets ran out of this freaking game, Notre Dame fans are going to have, they're going to, they're going to have a case of, see, oh, they're going to go for it, obviously. You can't go for 3 when you're down 17-0. 3 ain't going to help you. You need 7 here. Shotgun for Simpson. Snap. Back to pass. Caught easy. Shakes defenders into the end zone. And Bama is on the board with a touchdown. Brooks again. He was the key of this drive. I feel like it honestly felt like he made like 3 or 4 really big catches that kept this game going, kept this drive alive. That's what Bama needed. He could not afford to come up empty on this drive. Oh, there's a little spin move. Oh, damn. Okay. Portland in the air. Kick is up, and it is good. 17-7 Oklahoma. Oh. If you're new to the channel and you're like, wow, you're doing another team besides Ohio State, I did it last year. In fact, I've done it most years, if not every year. Since I've started streaming, I think I'm pretty sure I've done, well, I used to do every game for the CFP, regardless of who was in it. I remember the first year I really started doing it, though. Let me see. I think it was one of the Clemson Bama years. Yeah, Clemson faced Ohio State. I think Bama faced Oklahoma. Let me see the history here. Hang on. All right, let's see here. My God, the Stranger Things Discover commercial. I will give them credit though; they are pushing the hell out of that season 5. You have no excuse to say, "Wait, there's a season 5." They've been marketing the hell out of it for the last few weeks or months or whatever, since before the first freaking volume came out. Crazy Dog, since when did you get into Stranger Things, man? What the hell? I saw you on Twitter. I've literally only been watching Stranger Things a couple weeks. Not even. Right before the 5th season came out. Ironically enough. maybe a few days before it came out. I saw a clip on Twitter. I was like, that's interesting. So I checked out one freaking episode. And I was like, hooked. Just, they got me. It's not a bad show, to be honest. Not a bad show at all. But yeah, Bama needed that more than anything. So yeah, 2014, no, I didn't stream. 2015 didn't stream. 16 didn't. I think I was. 2019. It was 2019 when I started streaming these games, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Might have been 2018. It was one of those times. I'm pretty certain. All right, Oklahoma gets the ball back up by 10. The streaming didn't really start on my channel until like 2017, 2018, I think it was. I think it was 2018. Yeah. Bama, Clemson, Oklahoma, Notre Dame. Yeah. Dumps it off. Oh, it's a screen pass. Gain. First down to the 40. Their own 40. That's Burks again. Of course, I streamed 2019 because I kind of low-key did a little hate watch of Clemson because they beat us that year. And then 2020, I did, of course, pretty sure I did all those games too. I know I did Ohio State. Ohio State, Clemson, and then Ohio State, Bama. I think I did Notre Dame, Bama too. And then, of course, 2021, Bama, Team Up North, Georgia, and Cincinnati. I did not stream that one. Or at least I didn't stream Cincy and Alabama. I didn't stream those games. Georgia, 2022, I think, is when I started doing every game. Oh, I did Ohio State, Georgia. That's right, because we lost. Did I do TCU, Team Up North? I might have. And then, of course, 2023, I did every game. Yeah. Bama and Team Up North, Washington, Texas. Yeah. Back to pass. Mateer rolls to his right, throws, caught. He's about 3 yards shy of the first. Yeah. Alabama, of course, they were runners up 3 times. They won 3 championships. They lost in the CFP semis twice. Only 3 years did they not make it, including last year. Fear last year. Oklahoma, of course, they haven't been in a while. Back to pass. Pressure. Avoids the sack. Bunch of dudes on the ground and wide open. He dropped it. Dude, there was like 3 or 4 linemen all piled on top of one another. I'm like, yo, are they good? But man, he had a dude open and he dropped it. Oh my god, dude. Just avoiding the sack. Dude goes upfield. He's open. Nobody around. Green grass for days. But he dropped it. Oh my god, dude. So here's the punt unit. 4th and 3. You do not want to go flat now, especially because. Oh, okay. Yeah, Oklahoma, they haven't made it. He's blocked. Oh, yep. Wow. Who the hell? 96, a big ass dude. Oh my God. Vegan. Oh, wow. Well, that'll turn things around real quick. Oh, he didn't even block it. He dropped the ball and then tried to punt it again. And it was the easiest block of the dude's life. Oh man, that's brutal. Now, Bama can get right back in this game and only be down 3 in no time. Back to pass. Simpson throws. It's caught inside the 20. It's Isaiah Horton. That's crazy. Went from possibly being 24-7 Sooners to potentially being 17-14 Sooners because of that incomplete pass. Now the Cavs are down 2. Freaking Cavs are funny. Down 14 1 minute, and then they're up down by 2 the next minute. Pressure, and he's going down. Unblocked. Marvin Jones Jr., former Seminole, unblocked. One old lineman blocking 2 dudes. That's not going to work. He chose the wrong guy to block. He went with the inside guy and left the outside guy free to attack Simpson. That'll back him up. That's the second sack for Oklahoma. Shotgun for Simpson. Back to pass. Throws. It's open. Making some moves, and he'll get a few yards. 25 for DG. Okay, DG, I see you, brother. 14 for Proctor. Hey, yo. 10 for Allen. 14 for Tomlin off the bench. You know, Jared Allen literally had 0 points last I looked. He has 10 points now and 10 rebounds. Wow, you mean to tell me they got serious? They got a 44-point third quarter, but they got to keep it up in the fourth quarter now. They're at 44-point third quarter. Wow. Just hope they didn't spurge too early. All right, 3rd and 11. Bernard motions out wide, back to pass. Pressure. Throws to nobody. Incomplete. 4th down. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Oklahoma's dialing up some heat on this one. They're bringing dudes from all over the place. Doing stunts, and freaking Simpson had like 4 guys all standing and staring at him. The old line just completely cracked. Ooh. Speaking of getting cracked, freaking running, was that the running back getting smacked like that? Damn. Connor Talty, 7 of 10 from inside the 40. Kick is up and good. And it's now a 1-possession game. Just like that. So, I guess in the end, could have been worse, right? Blocked punt turns into 3 points instead of 6. Wow. Ah, this game has a little bit of intrigue to it, right? It's fun. It's entertaining. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma got off to a pretty fast start, up 17-0. And then Bama's responded with 10 unanswered, making this very interesting here lately. Yeah, if you've been following me on Twitter, by the way, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I highly suggest you do so. It's Crazy Dog YT. I'd be live tweeting games and, tweeting all kinds of other random garbage as well. Mainly live tweeting games and tweeting about other stuff. And occasionally, I do a little bit of trolling. I do a little bit of trolling. Just a little. Tiny bit. Like, my Twitter account isn't what they would call a shit posting account, but I do a little trolling over there. Especially for my ops. I do troll the ops a little bit every once in a while. The opponents, rivals and everything. I'd be tweeting about, like, if like a team looking like butt cheeks on the field right now or on the court, I'd be like, man, they looking like ass. Sometimes I'll tweet something waiting for a response from a certain somebody, if you know what I'm saying. Occasionally I'll talk about other stuff as well. You know. By the way, no freaking politics. I hate that stuff. Nothing turns me off more than talking politics. Right? It's stupid. They always say there's three things that could start a fight with somebody: politics, religion, and sports. I prefer to talk sports. EG could have a double-double right here. He's got 25 with 8 assists. Honestly, Jared Allen's halfway to a triple-double. He's got 5 assists. He needs 3 more for a triple-dub. Even Lonzo could have a double-double. He's got 7 assists and 7 points. I'll be checking in every once in a while on that game. So, Bama ready to kick it away after getting a field goal. And it'll go deep in the end, through the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, there's a whole lot of crimson in this game. Whole lot of crimson. It'll be the same thing next week, too. Or next round. Because the winner of this game faces Indiana. Which means more crimson overload. Hoosiers versus Sooners would be interesting. Venables and his defense against Kurt Signetti. His brash attitude and everything. Here's a handoff. Oh, he's going to keep it. Gets about 3. Surprised he kept it, but that's John Mateer. And we have about 2 minutes to go in the first half. I'm not gonna lie, this first half has gone by quick. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Ah. All right. So what does Oklahoma have for us now? Minute offense now coming up for Oklahoma. Chance to maybe add some points before half. It's all of a sudden a 7-point game. Back to pass. Mateer. Time throws wide open, and that's a catch near midfield. Wow. That's Carter again, I believe. Had a big catch earlier. Went all the way up to get that one. I apologize for anyone who's popping in and you're like an Oklahoma fan. Like, this dude doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, I don't watch Oklahoma or Bama much, so tough. Now it looks like they're going 3 wide up top. Shotgun from Mateer. Back to pass. Pressure. Good protection. He's going to skedaddle for nothing. Loss of a couple. Nothing was open. He's like, I'm going to take my chances and run with it. All right. Got to keep an eye on the Cavs because they're in a tight one. Oh, Cavs are tied. 115, 115. Wow. Again, no Donovan Mitchell tonight. He's not feeling well. I mean, I'm sick of this team too, Donovan, so I get you. I feel you there. I'm sick of this team too. 30 points for DG, though. Tomlin with 15, 11 for Bryant. Allen has 12 and 11 rebounds. Hell yeah. Much better game this time around, I think. Shotgun. Mateer. Quick throw. It's intercepted. That's Zabian Brown, who I think did the same thing against Tennessee, takes it to the house for 6. We are tied at 16. Well, we could be tied at 17 if they make the extra point. Zabian Brown said, give me that. Can I get a Mick pick 6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Ha. He did the same thing against Tennessee, I believe, right? I think that was him. Wow, Zabian Brown. He beated Mateer. Wow. Kiss up, and we are tied at 17. Yep, that was him. Zabian Brown, pick 6. Yeah, I don't know what Mateer was trying to do there. He just kind of lofted it. It was like a half-ass pass. And Brown said, give me that. Damn. Wow. Wow. Bama's. Yeah, there's the one against Tennessee. Again, everyone's going to look back at that dropped deep ball. Here, batted down. $114 to go. There's Overton. He's not playing. He's not suited up for Bama. Second and 10. Mateer throws. And they're going to get to their own 30, and that's about it. Yeah, the Cavs. It's so funny with the Cavs because like they'll rally back into a game and then they just fall off. It's annoying. They haven't won a game since that Wizards game. And even in that game, they were looking like garbage for like a half or 3/4. They really haven't had a dominant game since the Pistons game, really. Every other game has been stressful or just not fun for the most part. Some games. And Mateer gonna run for a couple yards, but that's about it. Down, 22 seconds to go. Mavs down 2. 4:06 to go. No. Sideline interference on Alabama. To show what happened. They did give a warning, but wow. They're not showing a replay of what happened. It must have been that guy. The sign giver? Oh, wow. First and 10. Back to pass. Mateer tipped up. Got it a few yards. Oh, it's way down there. Oh, yeah, he ran into the freaking dude in the blue hoodie. The sign guy. The guy that rallies the signs to the players. The signal caller guy in the blue hoodie on Bama. Yes, I see him right by the guy with the plaque, the sign. He's the one that gives the signal to I guess, to, the captain on the defense. Wow. Kane Womack? All right, so Oklahoma just used another timeout. I haven't even been focusing on the timeouts. There we are. The Cavs game going on my computer too. Got about 3 minutes to go. They're down by 3. And of course, they can't make a damn 3 to save their lives now. Oh, gone from a tier. 3rd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to throw it short. Shakes off a couple defenders, but gets about 4 yards or so shy. Fourth down. And that's half. That's the half. Wow. Not even a Hail Mary chance. 17 apiece. Yeah, Cavs are just so bad. I don't know what gives, but they're just not good. He can't even make a layup. Ooh. They can't even make layups. Against Charlotte, they went a whole overtime without scoring. Bona fide garbage. All right, so let's go through the stats for this game. Overall, a really fun game up to this point. Can't even make a damn basket. Bunch of losers. Put the ball in the freaking hoop. Put the ball in the freaking hoop. Bum. All right. So let's go to the box score here for this game. There you are. Box score. Freaking Lonzo Ball. Trash. All right. So for Alabama, Ty Simpson, 9 of 16, 103 yards and a touchdown. On the ground, Jam Miller, 3 for 11. Hill, 1 for 1. Simpson, 2 for minus 15. He's also got sacked twice, too. Through the air, Lotzair Brooks, 3 receptions, 44 yards and a touchdown. Cuevas, 2 for 31. Wharton, 3 for 24. Jeremy Bernard, 1 for 4 yards. And then 1 sack by Justin Jefferson. The interception, pick 6 by Xavier Brown. And now my box score disappeared. Okay, lovely. Okay, there's no reason why the box score had to disappear on me. But alright. Probably updating some stuff. Classic. Yeah, I'm probably not streaming the Cavs again for a little while. Probably before Christmas. If that. It's like, do I really want to waste my part of my Christmas streaming this bum ass team? Honestly, no. On 8 now. Bum ass team. They were tied up. They actually tied the game. Proceed to freaking fall on their face. Classic. Hey, there's a 3 by DG. Let's go. Okay, so anyways, Bernard has 4 yards, 1 sack by Jefferson, the pick 6 by Brown. Nothing really else besides that. For Oklahoma, John Mateer, 16 of 24, 186 yards and the pick 6. Rushing, John Mateer, 10 carries, 27 yards and a touchdown. And then Torrey Blaylock, 8 for 32, or 22, and then 1 yard on 2 carries for Xavier Robinson. Deion Burks, 5 receptions, 68 yards. Jermichael Carter, 3 for 46. Isaiah Sategna, 2 receptions, 17 yards and a touchdown. Jacob Jordan, 1 for 16. Jaron Kanek, 1 for 8. Corey Blaylock, 1 for 6. Lewis, 1 for 5. Gibson, 1 for 3 yards. And then 2 sacks, 1 by Marvin Jones and then Kip Lewis. And that's it for that. Avs down 9. Bum ass team, dude. Trash ass team. They can't win games now. They tie the game and then they fall apart. It's all because of their defense, right? They don't defend. Guys are always open and they hit everything. Chua really going to be at 500 in no time. Possibly even get under 500. Cavs team is just beyond garbage. They tied the game up and then they fall apart. Won like 5 games, I think, since Sam Merrill went out. And it just doesn't seem like he'll be back anytime soon. So, yeah. Hornets, Pelicans, Knicks, and Rockets. Loss, 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 and loss. The way they're playing right now, they might not. I don't know when they're going to win another game. They garbage. Have to figure moves could be coming soon. And bum ass Garland steps out of bounds. Losers even look where their feet are, right? I don't think they do. No, they're dumb team. They dumb dumbs. Negative IQ ass team. Negative IQ ass team. Yeah, people are going to blame the injuries, but come on now. I mean, we've done better with worse. Cavs are just trash. That's all. They've fallen in love with shooting threes, and they're just not falling. They just won't stop shooting them. The Cavs are just so ass. I'm not even like I don't even want to stream the Cavs. I don't even want to stream them. They drop a 44 spot in the third quarter, and then themselves in the fourth. They had their third quarter in the fourth quarter this time around. Team's just a bunch of turds. That's all. Down by 11. All of a sudden, down by 11. Because you know why? Because Donovan's not playing. He's under the weather. Darius Garland, 35 points. Not going to matter. 14 of 39 from 3. The Bulls were 18 of 47. Damn. Oh, this Cavs team needs to make some changes, man. I mean, damn. Right? I mean, they didn't do anything at the before the season. They did nothing to fix this team. Oh yeah, Lonzo Ball. Ooh, yeah, dude coming off a major knee operation. Mm-hmm. I thought he was going to be good, but he's mid at best. So they lose 136, 125. They're now 15 and 14 on the year. I don't know what they got to do. Of course, it'd be nice if guys could actually stay healthy. Every time I look, someone new's getting hurt. They didn't even have Craig Porter Jr. tonight either. They've gone 1-4 on the easiest stretch of the season. Wow. Wow. Man. This DG's looking good, though. That's good. 35 points for Darius. That's a good way to get him back in the groove, but I just don't understand. They've only won 5 games since Sam Merrill went out. Sam Merrill is like the motor for this team. Yeah, Jacob. You know they lost again. They had to give us a little false hope, though. They had to give us a little false hope. They were down 14 at one point. They stormed all the way back in a 44-point third quarter, got to within. Actually, they tied the game, and then hooped themselves again. All diarrhea, just everywhere. Now they got to face the Hornets again, who they lost to last time they played because they couldn't score a damn point in overtime. This team's starting to really piss me off. They're really just starting to piss me off. And if I'm getting pissed off, imagine how the players feel. Now that I think about it, they haven't been that good since the break. That little NBA Cup break that they had, they haven't really been good since then. They need to fix something. Move some pieces. Maybe make some trades. Add some damn scoring to the damn bench. Also, get healthy. Yeah, get healthy, please. Wait, what's this now? Rich Paul told J.R. Smith he was coming to Cleveland weeks before the Cavs traded for him? From the Game Over podcast. I said to JR, I see you in Cleveland. He's like, what? He has no idea. Weeks later, he's traded. Only reason Cleveland decided to make the trade was because we knew we could handle JR. LeBron knew he could handle JR Smith in the locker room and knew JR since he was 17. And the crazy thing about that trade was JR Smith was a throw-in. And he turned out to be the guy that had the biggest stretch in the NBA Finals Game 7 that we've seen. His performance in that second half to start that game, to start the second half for the Cavs, that got us to where we were. If the Cavs are lucky, they'll go 2-2 in their next 4 games. Maybe 2-2. Probably gonna smack the freaking Pelicans. They'd probably beat the Pelicans. I don't know. I just don't know what to do about the Cavs. They stink. All right, so we're at halftime. Can we win 50 games? Sure, they can. How much longer can this team sit back and let this happen without making moves? Honestly, this reminds me of the Warriors last year a little bit, except for the injuries. You know, I don't know why, but I just see a similarity with the Warriors. Like very inconsistent, very inconsistent. Someone said Eandre. What are you doing? Actually, it's Eonre. Don't even call him DeAndre. Call him Eonre because he don't know D. Hey, yo. Cavs really got it to a tie game and then done themselves again. Oh, they pooped on themselves again. I think the Cavs will be fine. It's only December. The problem is, I said this before. This is fine. It's December. Figure it out now and get rolling for the playoffs. Right? This cannot be happening in March. Exactly, Captain. Pacers went to over 500 until February. That's crazy, isn't it? If you're the Cavs, you look at your roster and you're like, this sucks. So what do? You start thinking of ways to improve it. Trading Dean Wade and some other unusable pieces. Maybe you dip into your core four, which I know trading from the core four would give Kobe Altman a case of the hives and the heebie jeebies. But you got to do something to make this team good. This team stinks. Am I streaming what? Ah. Asking, am I streaming the game? Well, can't really stream the game. I don't know if ESPN would like me doing that. I'm streaming my reaction to it. Shout out to everybody who might be popping in for a quick second to see what's going on. It was 17-0 Oklahoma. Looked like, yeah, Oklahoma might run away with this. And then Alabama woke up. Am I streaming the Browns and Bills? Yes. Believe it or not, I will. I'll also be live tomorrow for 2 games. Miami and A&M to start it off at noon. And then I'll be live tomorrow night for James Madison and Oregon. See what I do for that game, because I would have already streamed a whole game at that point. If Oregon gets to halftime and they're up by 30 plus, I'm just going to cut it off at that point. No use in streaming a blowout when I got quite a few other games to stream after that. Are you going to stream any other bowl games? Maybe. I was going to think about doing the Texas game, Citrus Bowl. But nah. That wouldn't even be a fun hate watch. Texas would probably run away with that one.
Which means this holiday season, you can utilize extra as well.
Xavier Brown took a Mateer pass to the house. That's what tied this game up.
On ESPN, it's always championship season, always dynasty, and always broken season. ESPN, always anything.
I'm excited for all the bowl games because, when bowl season gets here, that tells me that, well, this season's almost over. There's already only, 2 weeks left in bowl season, pretty much? Yeah. Wow, first game all year. First game this year, Darius Garland has shot about 44 from the field. Browns moved to Brook Park pales in comparison. The Chiefs apparently set to move to a new dome in Kansas. And Bears are dangling a dome for Northwest Indiana. I know, right? People talking about the Browns leaving Cleveland for Brook Park like it's like they're moving to Kentucky. Right? They're literally moving, barely 15, 20 minutes down the road. Next to the airport. So we're getting ready for the third quarter. 22 plays, -3 rushing yards for Alabama, 1 for 6 on third down. Only 10 minutes, time of possession, but 17 unanswered points. 44 plays, 50 rush yards, 5 of 10 on third down. 19 minutes, time of possession for Oklahoma. And yet, here we are. So yeah, this is the final half of someone's season. It's going to be a fun third quarter, I'm sure, as Alabama is set to return or receive, possibly return the kick if they get a chance to. Which these days you don't see a return kick too often. Of course, we all know the Buckeyes had a return kick taken to the house, I believe. Indiana Bears. That'd be so weird. Indiana having two professional football teams would be just weird. And only one basketball team. Right, fair catch. $17 nothing, and then it turned on its head. 17-7, then the pick six, 17-17. There was the blocked punt. There was that drop deep ball. That's how we got here. There's Xavier Brown. Scored on three of four first possessions. Yep. Shot on the center for Simpson. Play action. Pressure. Caught. That's Bernard. Shaking defenders. Into space. First down. Came out. But it's income. But he's down. Yep. He was down. Jeremy Bernard is so damn shifty. My goodness. Yeah, it came out after he had already hit the ground. He was way down. Obviously, the ball might have popped out because he hit the ground. So 1st and 10 for Alabama. Alabama. Shotgun, play action, quick pass. That's Horton. I haven't seen Ryan Williams get a lot of action. Is he even playing? I'm wondering. I know he's playing, but damn, they're not even looking his way. Imagine he's like entering the portal and Ohio State snags him. Oh, ooh. Nah, I'm just fantasizing. He's obviously right there. He's in the middle of the three bunch set. Now he's in the slot. Shotgun for Simpson. Back to pass. Steps up. Throws. And he overthrew his man. Just a bit off. Third down. Oh, see, dude, he would have had a dude open on the left, but he didn't see him. He had gotten open right as he threw the ball. 2 for 6 on third down. 33 yards. Hmm. Shotgun for Simpson. And they let it go. Oh, watch out. Flag out. Okay. Oh, Proctor false started. So you watch Proctor on the left side. He's trying to make adjustments. Oh, and then there's that. Lewis could have been docked for that, but nope. Kind of hit Simpson a little high after everything happened. 3rd and 11. 13:37 to go in the third. Tight end motions. Back to pass. Pressure. No pressure. Williams too high. Incomplete. Fourth down. So here's the punt unit for Alabama. And now they get it off. And it's fair crowd around the 25. I'm sorry, around the 15. No, it is a 25. Ah, all right. What does Oklahoma have for their first drive of the third quarter? When your dad says buy a tractor, but you find a military tank for the same price? Oh my god, he's got a freaking farming he's got farming equipment on the back of a tank? Just imagine how your dad would react to that. I told you to buy a tractor. I bought a tractor, all right. I bought a damn tank. You bought a what? A tank. Like a gas tank, right? You know, the store? No. A tank with a gun. And how would you need a tank for this? You know, sort of show off. When you're fighting a war, but you also need to tend the crops. Oh, man.
Checked Allstate first. It's save hundreds on one car insurance. Didn't check Bucket boss.
But we need
It's not. It's the first.
Oh,
At least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
Sensodyne is our first line of defense against sensitivity. When people are experiencing sensitivity, they're experiencing an exposed layer of the tooth. Sensodyne helps by creating a protective barrier on those exposed areas. And what Sensodyne works.
I'm a genius. I figured out how to make us penguins fly. That's gonna be tricky. So mix that. That's why I've got Red Bull.
ah.
Dad, just drink it. Why? Why? It's 40 degrees below, and you think we're standing here for fun? That will get you names. But only if you do it.
To see what Oklahoma can do.
Slight home favorite. Spread him. Time. Already points that we thought might
Come from a tier. And hands it off, and he'll get to about the 30. Just around the 30-yard line.
and defense. Well, end of the year, they're just trying to kind of just stay alive and defensive and not make mistakes. Win the tournament.
Second and 6. 12:47 to go in the third for Oklahoma. They were up 17-0, and then just like that, Bama tied it up. Back to pass. Loads up, and it's dropped. Head pass. Nikhil Green on the coverage, former Colorado Buffalo. Nobody was really open. He probably could have got it to number 5, who was going downfield, but that would have been a tough throw. All right, 3rd and 6. The pass. throws and bobbled. Trying to go to, I think it's like Tegna again. Got a peak coming up. So he would have had it, but he was thinking about going upfield before he caught the ball. You can never do that. Nothing good ever usually happens when you do that. You start going upfield before you even have the ball. And the punt's away. Deeper punt. Here's the return. Gets to about the 25. Damn. He was hit out of bounds, and that's going to be an extra, was it 15 for Bama? Ween's like saying he was pushed out. Like he pushed into the dude, but hey, oh, damn. Yeah. They're going to say, but number 8 pushed him. He had like a day and a half to freaking get out of the way. He just stood there like a deer in the headlights. Ah. Man, Oklahoma is freaking falling apart. Again, the winner of this game faces Indiana at the Rose Bowl. Rose Bowl on New Year's Day. And as far as me streaming that game, we'll see. Ohio State plays New Year's Eve, so yeah. We'll find out who our opponent is tomorrow. Oh, man. By the way, the green in my tongue has faded away. I had a green candy cane before the stream. Not too bad, to be honest. I'll be right back. Oh no, gonna hand it off. Uh-oh. Breaks free into the open. Big time run. Damn. That's Hill. Daniel Hill, number 4. Finds a hole, breaks a couple tackles. Got in deep into the secondary and huge first down at the 30. Shotgun for Simpson. Calling things out. 5 on the play clock. Back to pass. Simpson. Nope. Trying to go to 17. Missed him. Do I support Big Ten supremacy? Yes. I support the Big Ten being the best conference in the country. After all, they have won back-to-back national championships. Even though it was our main op that won the one last year, 2 years ago. Wow. 2nd and 10. Simpson back to pass. Throws it deep. And he caught it. Touchdown. Ooh. That's Brooks again. And Alabama has scored 23 unanswered points. Wow. Fans in Oklahoma left just speechless. 17-0. And now you're down 23-0, possibly 23-17. Pending extra point. Kick us up and good. 24-17 Bama. Just like that.
He currently pocket to the inside. Into the outside and run around. Great adjustment. And on position. Perfect bumper and I didn't think man. Against the guy by something to think about for Brent Venables has been in Norman as the head coach. He's 24 with allowing
Damn. Wow. Kicks away. And into the end zone for a touchback. This game turned completely on its head. In no time.
Smart guys. I always give off the offensive line if they take care of you. Now it's been seared. He's got to get his feet set. It's comfortable there again. Speaking of, see him get
So here's Mateer. Quick pass, pressure, and he's going down. Keon Keeley. Kind of a delayed blitz. He waited to see what Mateer was going to do with it. And when he saw he didn't hand it off, he's like, all right, I can attack. All right, cool. Come here, buddy. I want to say hi. At their own 20. Back to pass, Mateer. And another sack. That's Pierre. 3 down. They're teeing off on these guys now. Here's their, well, a few yards. That's about it. 4th down.
That's what King Mullen was hoping to see. He didn't see a lot in the first half. They sure topped it up now playing with this.
Unit Oklahoma. Here's the return.
Alan said so. His message was that we're your local ABC station. The best plays start at great clips, and Kirk Cousins knows Clip Notes has the game plan for his go-to cut every time. Like that? Oh, yeah, you like that. Get game ready at Great Clips. Official sponsor, the College Football Playoff.
How'd you like your jersey?
I watched the season.
It's easy to care for fans on game day. Every day.
Touchdown.
Nature Made, #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin supplement brand.
Having insurance is the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the strength of this team, but getting that.
Rich Paul said he didn't like LeBron joining the Heat in 2010. Interesting.
Football stadiums literally shake their
What's going on in that Jake Paul fight anyway? He's fighting Anthony Joshua. I hope Joshua kicks his ass.
Once you learn how much more there is to our story, you expect nothing less. We were built for Owen. To lift him up, we can untwisted legs and unfold. Reaching touch. We became his support. Every engine and motor, each hand and mind, all on fixing his legs and lifting his heart, because we were built for Owen.
College football offense is to play. Nothing here beat easy. Bring me comebacks and upsets. Dynasties and dark horses. So lean in, flip out, and strap in for some campus chaos. Arkansas left 12 teams. One epic finish. This is the wild one of college.
My God. Someone tweeted about Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua saying either Anthony Joshua wins by murder or Jake Paul wins by a bank transfer.
That play, if they come back, we're going to be talking about that play right there. Getting Bama back into it. With his free drives that he got. 9 plays in the middle. 3 straight outs into that sequence.
All right, Bama back on offense. Here's a run by Simpson. Gets nothing. Don't know what that was. Well, I don't know why you're running there, but okay. Yeah, Jamarcus Shepard's still with Alabama. He'll be leaving for Oregon State after the season. I don't think he's left yet. Just like Brian Hartline, who's staying around with Ohio State. Shotgun for Simpson. Back to pass. Throws. It's caught. Gain of about 8.
In the defense, it's been his strength and suits in the year. Somebody's going to make a play. The play name of defense is slowed down.
A movement on that Oklahoma defense. Back to pass. Simpson rolls to his left. Throws it deep. He's got a man wide open, but he missed him. He had Bernard wide open, but Bernard had to sit and wait for the ball. There's a flag down. Oh. Holding on the defense. That'll give him a free, was that a free first down, I believe? That's Leary, I think, again. Haven't heard his name a whole lot. Oh, yeah, he was wide open. He was lucky. They were lucky that Bernard had to wait for the ball. If he gets the ball when he's got his hand up, that's walk-in touchdown. It'd be 31-17, just like that. Here's a handoff to Bernard. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. He was open. But he had to sit back and wait for the ball. And then it slipped through his hands. Wow. He's a okay. He's about 4 yards shy. This is a big time play right here. 3rd and 5. 6:51 to go in the third. Inside the 40, man in motion. Shotgun for Simpson. Bernard to his right. Back to pass. Good protection. He's going to take off with it. He's going to run for the first down and more. Gets near the 25 and out of bounds. You know, one thing what Alabama does with Bernard, that's probably what we're going to do with Legend Bay. We're going to have him all over the place. He's going to be a running back every once in a while. He's going to be a receiver sometimes. Look at the blocking by Proctor. That's a borderline hold. He kind of as if he wasn't just holding him hostage. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to pass for Simpson. Throws. Caught just around the 21-yard line. That's Cuevas. Yep. 22-yard line. Shotgun for Simpson with 5:30 to go. 2nd and 6. All right, now they're changing up the formation. Damn, they're spreading everybody out here. Back to pass. Quick protection. Throws. And another drop. Trying to go to Edwards. I feel like these guys, they get big eyes because they're thinking, oh my God, this is my chance. And then Damn. Lewis better be careful. That's questionable hit there. There's the Simpson parents looking on. Shotgun for Simpson. I think that's Miller to the right. Or is that Hall? That's Miller, yeah. That's not Hill, I know that. And he'll get a yard. That's about it. It was Jam Miller. Okay. So unit trying to make it a 10-point game. Just like that. Wow. Lama has been in full control. And we can all point to when this happened. That dropped deep ball by Mateer. Dude was wide open and he just missed it. Then you had the block punt. Then you had this pick six. Kick is up and it's right down the middle. 27-17. Wow. 27 unanswered by the Tide.
There's no fee for it, so your money stay at 7 days. This natural place, some people might call it, is where the Capital One Bank guy says, what's in your mind?
Find something in the store at the Genesis Signature Event. Get 1.9 acres in APR plus an Emerson County $1,000 bonus. Exclusively at your local Genesis retailers.
You have drawn the shortest straw in the holiday gift exchange. Your girlfriend's dad. Oh dear. Maybe there's time to get a deal on something else.
Yeah, Ty Simpson's been playing really well for the most part. There's some missed throws, man. You can't miss those. Ryan Williams, his stat lines these last few weeks, holy crap. 25 yards on one reception, then 0. He didn't get anything against Auburn. I don't know. Did he even play? And then they lose to Georgia, 2 receptions, 38 yards. And then nothing tonight. And they'll say, oh, he's better than Jeremiah. Okay. Uh-huh.
Meetings here, like you were being up to there to see the commissioner of governors now. Insurance doesn't cover everything. What's on the books? Mention me that I give you cash to help and all those bills. We think you're amazing. Get health expenses. Health insurance doesn't cover it.
Keon Ellis. The Kings are reportedly seeking a first-round pick. Well, he's going to be in Cleveland, and it'll be for a couple of second rounders, and they're going to like it. Dean Wade for him. Brad Keselowski said he broke his leg going into surgery when a tragic plane accident happened to Greg and his family. Damn. So poor Brad was under the knife fixing his leg, right? Because he broke his leg. And then Greg gets into a plane accident. Wow. As a NASCAR fan, that really sucked. Okay, so 27-17, just like that. Oklahoma has to have a response here. Whether it's 6 or 3. Something. They haven't scored since they were up 17-0. It's been all Bama ever since. First and 10, 4:30 to go. 4 second half yards for Oklahoma, 106 for Alabama. There goes Mateer. He'll dive forward, gain of about 7. I got it right. Shotgun. Shotgun from Mateer, running back behind him. Now he goes to the left. Back to run it again. Trips up, gain of about 2. There's Faga from Alabama. Alabama. Shotgun. And in motion. Again, they're going to keep it. Gets the first down. I think forward progress got him the first down. Yep. But it wasn't by much, though. He barely got to the marker. Egan just blew up a double team. Clogged up that whole area. That's a big ass dude right there, man. My goodness. 1 first down so far. Here's a pitch. Gets about 2.
Difference between early in the game and the scrimmage favorable Oklahoma. And now, even as Alabama submitted, they got back into the game. They got some.
Second and 7. 2:03 to go in the third. And there's a run. Gain of about 5, 6. 5, 6. 5, 6. 6, 7. I don't even know how that meme even started. 6, maybe 7, 6, 7. Mm, 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 mm. Is that where the meme started? Kind of like someone going 6, maybe 7, 6, 7. Yeah. 3rd and 2. Shotgun. Man in motion. Satania. Mateer going backwards. Caught. First down. Well, that was tough. Had defenders in his face, and he still got the throw off and made the catch. Crowded area, too. Shakes off a defender, gets the first down. Nice. Just near midfield. All right, let's see if they can end the third quarter on a positive here. And again, Mateer going to run with it. And he loses the yard. They're going to give him forward progress. Maybe got a half a yard. Winner of this game faces Indiana on New Year's Day. If you're Indiana, you want to face Oklahoma. Probably. All right, we go to the fourth. It's been all Bama. Oklahoma barely did anything in this quarter. There we go. Fourth quarter. Make or break now.
Tom always scanning full-time fans. Check out this year's recruits. The ultimate tailgater.
Anderson Silva is about to become a cop in LA. Imagine being a gangster in LA and you got freaking Anderson Spider Silva rolling up on you. I'm innocent. Man, you'd be like, man, F the police. I hate them. F12. You see this dude Spider Silva roll up and oh, sorry, sorry. I'm sorry, man. Damn. Don't hurt me. You wouldn't want to get in a fight with him. You don't need a firearm. He got two firearms on his freaking on his attached to his shoulders. He'll knock you out. Not even kidding either. Freaking criminal in a submission move. Ankle lock, freaking whatever it was, break your freaking arm. Chase you down and go wham, 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 wham. Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua in 2017. Wow. I know, right? It's crazy, isn't it? Isn't it?
NetBound may help in your weight loss journey. Once weekly, NetBound helps adults with obesity lose weight.
Oh, dear.
Don't take it allergic to it.
Obviously, if it was an MMA fight, I mean, it'd be all you'd think. Oh, Joshua gonna kick his butt, but it's boxing, so yeah. He always be drawing the freaking MMA fighters into boxing because honestly, I feel like dude Jake Paul would probably get smacked in freaking MMA. It's really hard to say because I don't think he's really done MMA like that.
Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and losing kidney problems. Ask your healthcare provider about once weekly NetBound and check your coverage today at netbound.com.
Oh, 50 cents in the house at Oklahoma. Many men, many men. This must be during the fourth quarter.
This is the clean version of the singing because the subversion. A lot of bleeps.
Yeah, there's a lot of bleeps. Wow. Many men. It's cool. Maybe that'll get the offense going a little bit. You know, a little 50 Cent, huh? Yeah. Shotgun for Mateer, back to pass. Pressure coming, steps up, throws, and it's incomplete. It does a flag. Ray Hubbard, I believe, on the coverage might have impeded the catch. That's the guy that Bama fans swore up and down was better than Caleb Downs. That's funny. It was so funny when people say my safety's better than Caleb Downs. It's like, you sure about that? Yeah, he's kind of grabbing him a little bit. Back to pass from Mateer. Throws, threads the needle. He's wide open all the way into the 5 touchdown Oklahoma. That's what you needed if you're Oklahoma right there. That's Burks. Burks was in space and nobody really around to catch him. Beautiful throw by Mateer as well. And all of a sudden, we got a game again. I mean, it's always been a game, but damn. 8 plays, 75-yard drive, 445. Here's the lefty. Kick is up and good. 27-24. He was left like with a lot of space around him. There was some dudes hovering around him, but nobody was really in the area to stop Burks. Nice throw, too. Threaded the needle. I think there was like one defender that could have made the play on the ball, and he missed. Bama takes over. Should have come for Simpson. Running back to his left. Now hand it off. Gets swallowed up for a yard. Jaden Jackson, one-time Ohio State target coming out of high school, went to Oklahoma, and he's been solid for them. He's been pretty good. Just past their own 25. Shotgun for Simpson. Oh, that's a false start. Let it go. Open. Caught. First down. That's Horton. They didn't see the right tackle moving just a half a second early, but it was kind of hard to determine. Damn, Horton. That's the 40-yard line in Sooner territory. And immediately loses a yard on the run. Unless they give him forward progress. But no matter what, he ain't getting much there. I just had sausage and pepperoni pizza. Bears are winning tomorrow. Bears fans are so annoying. We're posting Loveland knocking down Garrett while Garrett was slipped. I didn't even see that. Wow. Huh. I never even saw that clip. You know, they got to do a little adjusting. Guys, got to get in the right spot. Here's a pitch. Oh, blown up. Loss of a yard. I think there's a flag. Can't tell if that's a flag or what. Oh no, that's the mouth guard. Okay. I was like, that's an awfully neonish flag, but that's the mouth guard. Oh, ball is out. Hmm. I think yeah, Bama fell on top of it. They got so lucky right there. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Back to pass. Holding. Sure, and he's getting sacked. God, just Heineke with the sack. I thought Simpson was going to walk him, piggyback him all the way to the freaking, like, deeper into his own territory. God, they're trying to piggyback off of Simpson. It's a stunt. He's trying to piggyback off of Simpson. You know, punt units out. Watch out for the block. Ooh, okay, well, no block there. It'll roll, bounce all the way inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That's where Oklahoma takes over. Down by 3. All of a sudden, we got ourselves a good game.
Split. Won that game. Is it easy?
Yeah, never been better shape. Last one. But he didn't let it be as much in ethos.com. In 10 minutes, you can be comfortable with life insurance.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
Chicken meal deal with values. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Next one. That's everything you get. The $5 with chicken meal deal with.
We're so appreciative of the impact that you have on young minds, know how important and impactful teachers are. And that's why ESPN, College Football Playoff Foundation, are committed to celebrating great teachers. $5,000 for you and your school. Thank you, great teachers, for inspiring so many. Little tiny things that you do perceive that you're
Influence of Lamar Wilson passed away at age of 48.
Introducing the Playscapes Christmas Search. 25 chances to win big.
Wow. The Canadians have acquired Philip Deneau from the Kings. He used to be a Canadian too. So they essentially brought him back. Okay. All right. All right. All right. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be live for 2 games. Of course, the big one, A&M and Texas A&M, I should say. The Aggies versus the Hurricanes of Miami. Of course, Miami and A&M making the college football playoff for the first time ever, regardless of the format, 4 or 12. First time they've ever made it. And then tomorrow night I'll probably go live for James Madison and Oregon. Possibly. I might go live. I don't know. Of course, the winner of this game faces Indiana. The winner of tomorrow's game, Miami A&M, faces Ohio State. And then James Madison, Oregon faces Texas Tech. The one game I'm not doing is Tulane Ole Miss. Because I'm not going to waste my time with that game. Nah. Here's Mateer. Fakes a pass, gets about a yard. 6-7. That's right, because you have the trade free. You have the what's the trade freeze coming up tonight. So if you're gonna make a trade, you got to do it now. And here's a run, bounces it out for about 4. He Sab with the tackle. Now we have a whistle and flags thrown. False start. False start on number 70 on Oklahoma. And Buckle arguing about something. Hmm. Hmm. $9:38 to go. 2 penalties on Bama, 7 on Oklahoma. Back to pass. Oh, that was Lawson, I think, tipped it. Nobody even knew where the ball was. 4th down. Ugly drive, man. Hit him right in the face. He's like, where'd the ball go? Oh, yeah, right in the face. Didn't even get a hand up. It's like Mateer just threw it right at him. At his face. Like, he's like, where'd the ball go? Damn. Because it's like you lost track where the ball went. You know Stone, or not David Stone on punt coverage? The end. Man, how's that guy? Oh, man, they're going to have horrible field position. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Horrible punt, but great field position for Alabama. God. Makes our punter look great with these punts. Holy crap. Noodle leg. Another shank by the kicker. Here's a handoff and gets it inside the 30. Oh, of course. You know, Lamar Wilson used to do videos with Dashy Games. I think I remember him now. Dude was funny as hell. He was funny, man. Shotgun for Simpson. Back to pass. Throws. Up and caught it. Near the 5, but he dropped it after everything happened. That's a catch. Damn. Went over the corner. He must have do. He almost did what Noah Brown did to Oklahoma years ago. Noah Brown went around the back and used the defender's his back plate or whatever, to hold the ball. He straight up must have, dude. No. Hands it off, gets nothing. He went over the dude to make the catch. Ball boy's like, oh, damn. All right. Keep an eye on Williams. And I don't know if you guys even heard that, but Bama scored again. Yep. Daniel Hill powers it in. He would not be denied. All right, here comes Oklahoma. Down 10 again. Time's running out. You have 7 minutes, 24 seconds, and you're down 10. Make the pass. Mateer pressured. Oh, almost intercepted. Healy almost picked it off. Quick pass. Tell you one thing, they love these quick passes. They love them dump pass, those quick passes, screen passes at Oklahoma. Right? They don't really go anywhere. Again, I'll be live for 2 games tomorrow. Although, honestly, I might just go live for 1. I don't really want to go live for the Oregon game because that game might be a laugher. And it goes down. Down goes Mateer again. That's Collins. 4th down. Dude, Oklahoma stinks, bruh. Stink. It suck. Ah, jeez. Penny Hardaway. Wow, Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame class of 2026 nominees. Here's the punt. Return doesn't go for much, and there's a flag. Probably a block in the back of some sort. And it looks like a Bama player got hurt as well. Bama gets hit with a holding on the return. Rick Barnes, Gene Bartow, Tom Chambers, Jamal Crawford, Joey Crawford, Terry Cummings, Bobby Dibbler, Mark Few, the coach, Robert Foley, Mike Gminski, Blake Griffin, and Penny Hardaway. Anthony Penny Hardaway. I believe that's who it is. Yep. Wow. I'm just seeing a clip from a Charlotte Motor Speedway on Twitter talking about Greg Biffle wrecking out. Is it Matt Kenseth? God, dude, NASCAR and TNT. Back when Biffle would run the number 60 Granger car in the Busch Series. There was just something about NASCAR back then, man. It was fun to watch. There was just something about like how it came through on TV and everything, like classic.
Switching past 85 plus. These pods are so convenient and outdoor, breaking down 100% of stuff and foods. That's beach pod plus. So I have one time. Which race?
Back in 2017, John Cena reportedly told the Nintendo reps how much he wanted a new 2D Metroid. When Metroid Dread came out years later, he was sent a copy. Cena's people sent an email back saying John loves it. Hmm. All right, under center. Here's Simpson. He's going to hand it off again. That's Hill. Gets about two. 5:49 and counting. Bama scores here. This game could be over. I believe Oklahoma just took a timeout. Gotta wait to make sure. Nope. Oh, yeah, they did. Yep, they just took their first timeout. Okay. Timeout, Oklahoma. Uh-oh. Mm. Fine. Oh, brother. Oh, when this age of the internet ended. Oh, yeah, the classic meme stuff. Dude. Like, early 2010s meme culture was hilarious. You know, the videos that you would see, like YouTube poops and everything. Oh, it was glorious. There's this video of this random guy in a green jumpsuit thing who jumps off his counter and says, I'm gay. Okay. That's an interesting little thing, but okay. All right. All right. 2nd and 8. Hands it off again, and Hill powers forward for about a gain another 3 or so. Oh my God. Yeah. Show the game again. That's Indiana, of course. And that's who Alabama would be facing if they can finish the job here. 22-0 red zone touchdown interception ratio. Damn. If you lose to the Bulls twice in 2 days, Cavs, you should be mandated to make a trade. They're not going to. All right, 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Throw, and there's the pressure. Oh, got tossed down. That's Ween again. Remember, he was the one that got penalized for the hit out of bounds. So he gets a sack, and that will force a punt. All right, he just hit him. We put the freaking guard on his ass. Man, that's tough. Freaking Bama's guard just got put on his ass. Ugh. Ugh. Here's the punt. All right, and you'll get it just inside the 40. And that is where the Sooners take over, and time is quickly running out. Ah. Oklahoma was up 17-0, and then it was all Alabama after that. 20 of 32, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Ended up being a pick 6 for John Mateer. They're going to have a little giddy up and go on this drive. You don't want to spend too much time. Oh, they only have one timeout? Damn, I didn't even notice. Mateer rolling. Throws it to nobody. Not a soul in sight. Pass. Mateer throws. He'll get it. A few yards past the 40. That's about it. About the 42-ish yard line. Down again. This offense is so stagnant. Reminds me of the damn Browns. Back to pass. Mateer throws again. Short. Bite popped out. Still loose. And let's see. Do they say Bama has it, or are they going to say he was down? Bama has it. No question about that. But was he down? On the ball. Yeah, Oklahoma, you can go to the freaking couch, buddy. You're done. Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Yeah, no, he didn't even have the ball, so it's not a fumble. It's incomplete. Okay, you got lucky. So dang lucky. But it's still 4th down. He never really even had the ball. But still, this offense is so stagnant. Reminds me of the Browns. God. I think Bama and Indiana would be a much better game, too. Talking about essentially the SEC version of Ohio State and Alabama in terms of talent. I don't think Alabama's gonna, derp themselves because obviously, they're trying to win. The fan base is like ready to kick DeBoer in the face. I mean, like DeBoer, people are gonna say, "Oh yeah, if he loses, he's going to the team up north." Also, imagine losing to Oklahoma, who has yet to win a CFP playoff game at all. Back to pass. Mateer looking. He's going to roll. Throws wide open. In space. He's free inside the 20. That's Gibson. Yeah, you needed that. It was make or break. That was the game. Because if he doesn't catch that, it's probably game over. Back to pass. Mateer dumps it off, gets a few yards. They only have one timeout, not to mention the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's going to roll inside and then go down with a sack. Down again. Did he get hurt? There was nobody even open. 3rd and 9. Oh, I thought my team got hurt. No, he's good. Yeah, they're playing the sticks. All right, Bama called timeout. That's their second. They have one remaining. Wow. All right, 3rd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure. Chucks it to nobody. 4th down. Yeah, you go for the field goal here, you'd be down by a touchdown. Here's Sandell. Made a 51-yarder earlier. Something that Jaden Fielding can't seem to do. The lefty. Snap. It's it. And he missed it. Oh my God, he missed it. Boy, dude missed it. He missed. Oh, he fieldinged it. Oh no. It just, yeah, the wind said nope. Ah, that's tough. Wow. So 1st and 10, Alabama. Up by 10 still. Whoops, I meant. There we go. At their own 20. Damn, all that, and you don't even score points. Oh, wow. Sandell really missed that. That was a chip shot, too. For a good kicker, I mean, that should be easy money. Yeah.
inches. The tough job, isn't it? Well, you can kicker make this.
All right, 2:48 to go, 2nd and 10. Oh, they blew that up. Loss of like 4. 3rd down. Yeah, they might need to. They need a damn miracle here to freaking win this game. Man. Oklahoma. Wow. Bobbled and still caught it. That's Williams.
Too big timeout. So now I to the right. There's no one out to eat. And plot. There's nothing like having an eat before you knew it. And turn the regular Thursday into the day you find this, and this. And with up to $400 in Etsy credits, there's nothing like having an excuse to get all of earned it. Nothing like clapping nuts and realizing you place this to the high. Strong. You've done it's over 10,000 minutes of those tickets. It's not like what? Exactly. Sell this to the sibling cage man. Or Jamie Johnston tells them he's a sandwich. It's win-win. Joseph, sandwiches and change place. Oh, that's it. And Jamie tells him the voice. And it's easy for us. Visions. Stints and vision. We're experiencing unexpected. With IHG's 20 hotel brands. Best out of the best. What's it about?
We did. Stop. It's not a lower commercial. A much moderate there's in that inch.
I see them getting everywhere. Oh, Laura, keep the inch.
Oh.
Skin and keep possible.
One thing, since I've really gotten into Stranger Things the last week or so, getting ready for the volume 2 of season 5 to come out. By the way, yes, I finished the first part, first 4. It's so funny to see all the theories that people have. So many theories. My God. You just want to record them all, write them all down, and see who's closest to being right. I don't really have a theory for this, for how that show ends. Honestly, knowing how the way some of these freaking people are, just kick everybody out. Just whip them all out, right? The series is ending anyway. Just whip them all out. It'd be brutal too. It's like, oh yeah, this show's ending. No, there's no threat of a freaking sequel or follow up. Just gonna put you out. Nobody gets taken out, and everybody lives all happily ever after and goes their separate ways. Almost a blocked punt. That would have been nice for Oklahoma. And here's the return. Oh, hello. He'll get it to about the 49-yard line. So they're almost in Bama territory. 147 to go. They're going to need to strike quickly. Now, see, if they would have made that field goal, it'd be a 7-point game. You'd have a 2-minute drive to try to tie the game. But no, Tate Sandell had to freaking grr and freaking miss the field goal. Damn. Tear in the gun, back to pass. No pressure. Dumps it off. Seems like that's all he can do is just dump it off. He can't really throw deep, apparently. Wonder if that thumb injury is what nerfed him. What do I think about WWE team up with Stranger Things? Never even really heard about that. I could just see someone dressed, a Vecna gimmick, though. That'd be kind of weird. Back to pass. Throws. Wide open. Nobody really around. He's going to run sideline. Books it to the sideline. Gets the first down. Now I understand what the heck Myles Garrett went as for Halloween a couple years ago. That's Vecna. I was like, what the heck is that guy that he dressed up as? I thought it was like some like horror movie or something. I didn't know he was Stranger Things. I was like, oh. I'm pretty sure Myles Garrett had like a Stranger Things inspired graveyard as well for his quarterback graveyard a few years ago as well. I'm pretty sure he did. He should have had a grandfather clock too. Knowing how that connects to the show. Essentially, when you hear the grandfather clock chiming in, your doom is imminent. He's coming for you. Yeah, Vecna's coming for you. That's the one thing I'll say about that show. That's really cool, though. It's this thing you have been chosen to die. So get ready, bum. Your death is imminent. Now, how does oh, they're going to try for a field goal here again. 1:18 to go with no timeouts, by the way. Watch him miss this one, too. Kick is up. And oh, that guy, man, you should just leave. Just pack your bags now and leave, bro. That one was too short. Oh my god, he missed again. Eh. Oh my god. Sandell, bro, be ready for XFL, buddy. That's tough. Oh, that's tough. Wow. That one was short. Before he missed it left. Now that's short. So that's gonna do it for Oklahoma. Do I think that Garrett's gonna break the sack record this weekend? It's possible. Personally, I want him to do it next week against the Steelers. That's brutal, man. Brutal way for your season to end. Wow. So Indiana will face Alabama in the Rose Bowl. Alabama making the return trip to the Rose Bowl for the first time since they lost to the team up north in Saban's final game. All right, that's going to do it. Alabama wins 34-24, and they advance to the second round, and Oklahoma still has not won a college football playoff game. Wow. That's tough. So real quick, we're going to get through the stats, and then I'm going to dip out of here and relax, and of course watch some Stranger Things, because we watched one little clip of that damn show. One little piece. And it caught my attention. I'm like, interesting. Okay, let me check this out. I watched one freaking episode. I'm hooked. My favorite, if Now, if anyone who really cares about Stranger Things wants to know what my favorite season is, probably 4. Mm-hmm. To be fair, season 3 was good. It was good. I think the most watched seasons for me are season 3 and 4. Yeah. And I'm not going to spoil nothing. I'm not going to spoil anything, okay? Let me just say this. If you're getting into Stranger Things, right? Because the final, the 3 of the final 4 episodes are coming out next week on Christmas. If you're watching Stranger Things, you've never seen the episodes before, and you're getting into season 4, right? Here's a warning for you. The season 4 finale will tear your freaking heart to pieces. There's no gore, for the most part. I mean, if you've watched the first few seasons, I mean, of course, there's freaking blood and everything. There's always blood. There's any organs being thrown around or anything. We're not talking about a zombie movie here. Though, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna spoil anything else. But I'm just gonna say this: the finale of season 4, it'll tear you right up. Damn, it'll tear your ass up. Like you say, I don't cry. I'm a big guy. I'm a big boy. I don't cry. Crying is for bitches. Crying is for dweebs, losers, and nerds. Well, consider me a dweeb, loser, and a nerd because, yeah, that season 4 finale, man, that got me. You know, oh, yeah, you know, season 5 is pretty interesting too. Why it took me so damn long to get into that show? I guess maybe because I just never really thought of it as an interesting show, and then it's like I watch it, it's like, oh, this is good. This is good stuff. Oh my. But yeah, Oklahoma, your season's over. Tough. Wow. Uh. Anyways, the final stats for tonight. Of course, Alabama wins 34-24. It was 17-0 Oklahoma. And then it just fell apart. Ty Simpson finished 18 of 29 for 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Very clean game for him. On the ground, Daniel Hill, 9 carries, 43 yards, and a touchdown. Jam Miller, 7 for 11. Jeremy Bernard, 1 for 0. Ty Simpson, 6 for negative 22. And then on the receiving end, Latzir Brooks, 5 receptions, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. Isaiah Horton, 5 for 65. Cuevas, 4 for 43. Bernard, 3 for 40. And Williams, 1 for 5 yards. And then, of course, he had 5 sacks, too. Yeah, 1 sack apiece for Kelby Collins, Keon Keeley, Justin Jefferson, and Deontay Lawson. Wait, who's that Kelby Collins? Why does that name sound familiar? Was it a transfer? I think he played for Florida. Played for Florida. That's right. Okay. Yeah, because I follow this Florida content creator, High Top Sports. They talked about him before, but it's like, that's who that is. Okay. Wow. All right. So we had a sack. Yanze Pierre had, hey, Pierre, you want to get a sack here? He had a half a sack, and London Simmons had a half a sack. And then, of course, Zabian Brown had a pick 6. Now for Oklahoma in the loss, John Mateer, 26 of 41 for 307 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Torrey Blaylock, 11 carries, 36 yards. John Mateer had a touchdown on the ground. 19 carries, 15 yards. Damn, not even a yard a carry. That's crazy. Xavier Robinson had 3 for 4. Through the air, Deion Brooks had a career game. 7 receptions, 107 yards, and a touchdown. Isaiah Sategna also had a touchdown, 2 for 17. Jermichael Carter, 3 for 46. Giovanni Gibson, 2 for 41 yards. Torrey Blaylock, 5 for 36. Jaron Kanik, 4 for 22. And then Xavier Robinson had 1 for 17. Jacob Jordan had 1 for 16. And Keontez Lewis had 1 for 5. I don't know why, but I could have sworn Kanik played basketball. He was a linebacker. Okay, I thought he played basketball. I'm thinking of someone different, I think. But he played He played linebacker, and he went to tight end. I don't like what Garrett Stover did. Not Garrett, Cade Stover. Cade played linebacker, and then he switched to tight end. And then, of course, they had 4 sacks. Marvin Jones Jr., Taylor Ween, Kip Lewis, and Owen Heineke all had a sack. And, of course, the gut punch. Tate Sandell missed 2 relatively easy field goals, too. They weren't even challenging. There was a bit of wind, but still. They were relatively easy chip shots. He should have made them, but he didn't. So now, Indiana will face Alabama in the Rose Bowl. The winner of that game faces Texas Tech and whoever wins tomorrow night's game, Oregon and James Madison. Could you imagine we get like Alabama, Oregon? It'd be interesting. Now, as far as tomorrow goes, once again, I'll be live for Miami and Texas A&M. And I think that might just be the only game I do, to be honest. Because I don't really know if I want to do Oregon. That game could be a laugher, and I don't really want to waste my time. So I think I'll just do the one game tomorrow. And then that'll do it. Oh, that catch was nasty, though. And then we'll go from there. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to head out. And yeah, great game. It was a fun-ass game, I'll tell you that much. Congrats to Alabama. Your season is still alive. Notre Dame fans have to retreat to their corner because you already know if Bama lost this game, Notre Dame fans are going to be on social media and here just running their mouths like, see, you should have let us in. Why'd you let them in? It should have been us. That's tough. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the one game, Miami and A&M. Winner faces the Buckeyes. All right, guys. See you later. I'm out. Bye-bye. Yeah. Congrats to Alabama. Poor Oklahoma. That's tough. Tough way to lose. Because you're kicker. We know how you feel. It's tough. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Yeah.